Hello all, I am Harijit Mandal and in this year NEET 2021 I secured an All India rank of 1342 with a marks of 674 out of 720. So today's video will gonna be about physics, like how to prepare physics for NEET exam in a proper organized way and how to get out of the fear of NEET physics. So I'm not an expert in exam analysis or expert in the subject, but from my experience, I think I'll be able to guide you guys to uh, study physics in a proper way. And I myself secured 158 out of 180 in NEET, and in JEE, my score was 96 out of 100 and in one attempt and 84 out of 100 in another attempt, and in each JEE exam and NEET my percentile was above 99.8. So I think I'll be eligible enough to guide you guys. So I will also be dividing the whole video in few chapters so that you will be able to refer to a particular chapter if you need to. So let's get into it. So the first issue is the fear of physics. So how do you get out of it? So in general, any case, how do we get out of any kind of fear? We just try to get in an habit with that thing so that it becomes a part of our daily life, and eventually we get emotionally attached with that thing. So we also have to do it with physics. We have to try to love and fall in love with that subject. Like you can try watching some amazing videos on the amazing facts of physics, or maybe some interesting topics, or maybe try some easy explanation of some things by which you may grow some interest in that subject. And and even after many tries, if you can't love physics, to say the least, then just go for it. Then just you have to think that I have to become a doctor, and that for that purpose I have to go through this technical subject which requires a lot of calculation, which requires a lot of brain triggering issues, and which I'm going to also face in my upcoming medicine life. So for the sake of it, you have to do it. You have to prepare your mind that you have to sit for 2 to 3 hours every day to study some concepts and to practice physics. And for example, you can take our ideal, say Kartika Ji Iyer, who got All India rank 1 into NEET 2021, and she in her interview said that she hated physics, but for the sake of NEET, she had to do it. And what's the result? She got 180 out of 180 in NEET physics, and that's what we want. We want to gain more marks in NEET physics. So let's coming to the point where we have to understand the things, or how to ace it. So my suggestion would be, read a topic, a chapter, whatever it is. Like physics is the only subject where you don't have to cram the NCERT lines or anything. It's a conceptual subject, and you have to just get the concepts from whatever book you like, whatever language you prefer. Like for me, I scarcely touched my NCERT because it was in English, and I was a bit afraid. I would say afraid, but I was a bit uncomfortable with English. So I always refer to this book, which is my state board book, which is written in Bengali, and I used to get more clarity over the subject when I used to learn in my mother tongue. So that really helped me to go through. Just go for a chapter, search a little topic, and then go to YouTube or any other platform you do have and watch a series of lectures. Like if you are reading Kirchhoff's law for current electricity, then watch at least 2 to 3 variants of lectures, which will give you a clarity over the subject, and you'll get understanding of the topic thoroughly. And after that, if you want, you can refer to the higher books like A.C. Verma or something like that to get more concepts within you and imbibe themselves. After that, what's really important is you can't just do a topic and then move on to another topic the next page. You can't do that. In that case, you won't be able to retain that things for in a long term. So what you have to do, just go to one topic, read it, analyze it, understand it, and then write some things, like make up maybe some notes, or maybe if it has some formulas, don't just cram the formulas, just at least once write down how to derive the formula. In that way it will build a confidence within you. Also it will boost your confidence. Like like you will know how to derive it even if you like forget the formula in the examination center. And after that, at least do 20 to 30 question per topic after just completing the topic. For that, I used to practice from these two books, which is from Cengage publication, 2 volumes, one for class 11th and one for class 12. It is the physics of Cengage, and it is really a quite very helpful book that has, you know, topic wise questions for every chapter, as well as a miscellaneous chapter and chapter and test for every particular chapter, which really boosts your confidence and gets you to a higher level of clarity. And when you do that, here is the profit of some coaching, I would rather say, that you get a doubt solver. The more you solve question, the more you'll get some doubts, and you have to anyway satisfy those doubts. So you have to find someone who can solve your late night doubts. Like I know many of us were deprived of coachings, but we can always find someone who can always lend their helping hand to us. For me, it was my physics teacher from grade up, Jagjot sir, who was really helpful. And even I used to send him some doubts at around late night, like 12 or like 12:30, and he used to always reply to those messages. And I had not only him, I also referred to some dadas or like some elders, seniors, and they always help. They always try to help. And I hope anyway you will find in your surrounding that who is doing some great work in physics or whatever, and can solve your doubts. Maybe it will be your teachers, your school teachers, whatever. And I if it's like a problem sending some doubts to a teacher, school teacher regularly, then I would suggest that pile up your doubts for like 1 week and then go to your school, give it to your teacher, and I hope he will or she will satisfy your doubts. So it's very important, and you have to practice more than just studying, because it's a conceptual subject, and once you read it, you shouldn't be forgetting it. And just don't cram the formulas, learn how to derive it. In that way, you will have no fear of like cramming things up. And one more thing, that we have to refer to some quick formulas sometimes, like for like potential or like electric fields, some moments of inertia, some things. For those, particularly for those, you can have some charts which you can hang in your wall. But for those, you have to cram really. Otherwise, don't do it. Otherwise, in that case, you will just overburden yourself, and you will not even look at those pages every day. So that's really a waste of time. If you're like putting each and every formula of like suppose oscillation and waves, which is really conceptual, and you don't need to cram things. For hanging in wall, you can just mostly refer to moments of inertia, electric field due to different kind of shapes, or center of mass due to different kind of shapes, these kind of things. Okay, and just don't cram extra. And the next part, that is maths, which really PCB students struggle a lot with. So that's an issue, but don't ever try to use a calculator. That really spoils your habit. Even if it's true lengthy calculation, do it on your own. Stop using calculators or any kind of gadgets that help you with calculation. Second thing, learn basic coordination geometry. That is, what is the equation of circle, what's the equation of straight line, what's the equation of parabola, hyperbola, ellipse, that kind of things, which will really help you to learn any kind of trajectory motion. So it's really necessary that you at least know the basics. Third thing, that you have to know about logarithm, because it's very necessary in physics and chemistry. So I'll make a separate video on logarithm explaining those things. The fourth and most important thing is calculus. You don't need too much depth in calculus or integration or derivation for physics purpose, but at least know the basic differentials and integrals of trigonometric figures, and some basic logarithms, or like some basic topics. So you have to learn it, and I would suggest that you will instantly forget it if you don't practice it. Like, you can get a maths book and just solve some basic questions on each and every formula that you need. I'll make a video or maybe a screenshot on which the formulas which are really important for physics and chemistry purposes only. So you have to do that. And the part where we have a confusion, that whether physics NCERT is necessary or not. I would rather say it's not as important as biology and inorganic chemistry NCERT, but it is. Like, you have to read some theoretical chapters like kinetic theory of gases or thermodynamics or EM waves or gravitation, such stuff, or like wave optics. You can refer to those chapters from physics NCERT, because they can ask you theoretical questions also. And I would suggest that learn the blue boxes given at the end of each chapter. And if you're a beginner and really are afraid from physics, then you should go for the NCERT exemplar and the after chapter the miscellaneous question to boost your confidence, because they are really basic and easy, so it will give you a confidence to go further. And then about retention, it's I would suggest that when you I just told you about the practice process. So when you are practicing, maximum question you will go get it correct on one go, like you will be doing it on your own. Mark those questions only which you couldn't do on your own and had to refer to any other teacher or any other elder to solve those. Mark those, give it a star on the book or whatever you're using. And when you have to revise the chapters, because for physics you don't need to study for long hours, you have to practice more. So just revise that topic for like 30 minutes, read the whole chapter and just go through those star marked questions which once you couldn't do on your own, and just try to do those questions once again. In that way you will also save some time when you have to revise before some mocks or the NEET actual day. So the next part, I'm going to share some important tricks about practicing. That is, when you are practicing some questions from a book, just don't read the question, solve it on paper and then mark on the book itself. In that way it will spoil the fun for the further times when you will be revising it. So it is what you can do in that part. Mark those question numbers on a paper and then set a timer. If you have like 30 questions, then set a timer 45 minutes maybe and put it at your side, and then go through each and every question and just try to solve them on your own. Like suppose for the first question you got an answer of A, and then the second question you couldn't do, then skip, maybe the sixth question you could do C, and in that way complete 30 question in one go, like this, and before that don't even check the answer keys, don't even check the solutions. Once you have completed the whole 30 questions on your own mehnat, on your own effort, then open the answer key and then mark whether it's correct or not, like correct, wrong, correct, and then you will know how many you could solve and how many you could solve properly and how many in which you will get some mistakes. Then find the solution. If it's a silly mistake, avoid it and just keep that mind that you can have silly mistakes done. And if it's a conceptual mistake, or if you couldn't even understand what it wanted to say in that question or the process of solving that question, then refer to the solution and keep that solution in your mind and write it down in a separate copy of yours, which you will be able to refer even before the night, before the day of NEET exam. Just keep a separate book, exercise book or khata, whatever you have, to note those conceptual errors you could make. That way it will restrain you from doing too many of silly mistakes or conceptual mistakes. Another thing, don't just strictly dive into doing questions on your own without realizing what the questions type are. For that, physics studying is not only studying the theory, it's about studying the each and every examples given in it. If you don't have enough examples, solved questions on your stock, then buy some good books like HC Verma. They have lovely solved questions, so you can refer to them and understand each and every question. And for learning solved examples, you don't need another teacher or another guide. You can learn it from there only. And if you have doubt, then I just told you how to solve your doubts. That's a huge thing that can help you from the fear of physics. And it's most important that most of the concepts that need to be acquired to solve questions from that particular topic are always imbibed in the solved examples. Do go through those, make your brain squeezed enough to remember those, and then dive to questions to practice a bit further more. And if you want really good marks in NEET, you can also refer to JEE material, JEE question banks, because not advanced, for mains level. JEE mains is literally same, or like I would, for me it was yeah, it was pretty same to NEET physics level. You can also refer to those, and yeah, learn more, like learn more not by studying only theory, learn more by studying examples, studying more questions. If you even if you can't solve it on your own, then refer to the solution afterwards, but first try. And sometimes we think that I can do it, and like 10 minutes passes or 15 minutes passes, but still you can't do it. For that, if you have a set timer, within the time try to solve all those questions that you targeted to do, and then even if the timer goes away, then after that put effort on that particular question for more time. Like, it's a huge adrenaline rush when you can solve a question on your own, even after thinking that it's not in my capacity, it's not my cup of tea. It's a huge satisfying moment. So keep trying, and it's not, there's no limit. You can put 1 hour, 2 hour, a whole day after the question, and that's the fun of the physics subject. And about time management, I would say that currently it's like not every school is open due to COVID. You'll have ample amount of time, but for practicing purpose, because practicing is kind of an adventure. Studying or like cramming or going through textbooks for long can be monotonous as well. If you're reading biology for like 1 hour, maybe half an hour, take a break. Not by playing video games, not by playing, not by scrolling on social media. Take a break to practice physics. That's really something which gives you a mental refresh, as well as enhances your work. So that's all my suggestion, and that's all what I did for my NEET physics. And hope you guys like this video and it is helpful for you also. And if you liked it, please give your thumbs up, comment, and share it with your friends to spread this and help others as well. And if you want more videos on your feed from my experience, please do subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Goodbye.